Coming up on today's edition of Wildcat Weekly, basketball and battle of the sexes. All this and more coming up next. Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm Scott Depew. This year, the basketball team is off to a roaring start. Peyton and I bounce our way into this story.
Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
This year, the basketball team is off to a roaring start, and they have a bright season ahead of them.
This year, our basketball team is doing pretty well. We played against Wabanzi and Matea, our two top rivals in our conference, and we came out with a win. They were both really good games, and we shut them down.
With the team losing 5 starters from last year, new players have had to step up.
I think we have a different leader every game. Okay, we're really spreading it around. Elijah Robertson's had some fantastic moments out there. Connor Reardon's kind of the guy who's you look to as for leadership to show lots of experience and maturity. He's a coach's son and he knows a whole lot about basketball and how to do things. Josh Piotrowski is kind of our leader by example. He just works and works and works and works, and he sets the tone for a lot of the younger guys on how hard to work.
Good luck to the boys basketball team for the rest of the season, and for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Scott Depew, along with Peyton Domschke. Cameron Diaz recently published a new book. Olivia sits down with her in this special story.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sitting down for this interview and coming. We're really excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Why did you decide to write your book?
Well, about 2 years ago, when I was 39, I was starting to listen to conversations with women my age, other women my age, who were all saying the same thing, which was, how does this work? How does this body that I've been occupying for the last 39 years work? I'm confused by it, and it's been making, I'm frustrated by it. So I sort of set off to find out the science of it, because I wanted to be able to compile it and bring it back together and be able to, give it to women in a way that is understandable and holistic and coherent, and not only just about nutrition and fitness, but also about the mind, because the mind is very powerful.
Okay, so by taking this holistic, long-term approach to health, what is your hope that readers will take away from your novel?
The information about their body, how it works, and then hopefully it'll inspire them to want to take care of their bodies and be able to, not just hold the knowledge, but to put it into practice, because knowledge is nothing if you don't utilize it. But that they will be able to make better informed decisions and choices throughout the day. And hopefully the information that's in this book will help women be able to do that.
Okay, why have you chosen to visit high schools across the nation sharing your book? Why high school kids?
Why high school? Well, because you have to start somewhere, and I feel like, I wanted to start in kindergarten. I want the moment that we go into school, the same way we learn to read and write, I want us to learn about our bodies. I want to know the basics to start there and go all the way through our educational careers. And we compare ourselves to other people. What we're saying is what we have isn't good enough. And I want girls to not be comparing themselves to other women, to other girls. And I really feel that if young women start to understand that, the younger they start to understand that, and the more they start to take care of their bodies, the less time they spend in that place where they're being negative and hating themselves and being confused by their bodies. And that will free up all that negative energy, will be then in turn turned out into the world in a positive way, which you guys could do really amazing positive things in the world if you weren't spending too much time concerned with those things.
Okay, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us.
Absolutely, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Simon and Chris make a game out of this week's edition of Grubs, Games, and Glory.
On this edition, Grubs, Games, and Glory takes a trip to 1501 Mitchell Drive to Bogey's Indoor Golf in nearby Oswego. Bogies has golf simulators that allow players to play golf inside.
Yeah, the golf simulators are a great thing for players to keep their game fresh during the winter. It takes about 1 hour for one player to play 18 holes. You know, the way the software is set up, it tracks your shot, you see it flying through the air, and it gives kind of a realistic simulation.
Bogies offers many alternative options for the less serious golfer, including an arcade and mini golf.
For Family Fun is the entertainment center of our 3 businesses. The mini golf is a black light, so it's glow in the dark, and it's by far our most popular attraction. And it really, it's popular because it accommodates so many different age groups. The holes are set up, it's a full 18 holes. 6 holes have an undersea theme, so you're hitting through the mouth of a whale, for example. We have 6 holes that have a jungle type theme, so there's a Bengal tiger, and there's a gorilla, and a volcano, so you kind of putt through that. And then our last 6 holes are all prehistoric, so we have a couple of dinosaurs, and there's the 18th hole has a big pterodactyl. The pricing on that varies by age. It's $6 to $8 per round, and on average it takes about 25 minutes to play a round of golf.
For Wildcat Weekly, along with Simon Shatinsky, I'm Chris Voss. Megan puts the guys and girls against each other in Neuqua Valley's very first Battle of the Sexes.
6 guys, 6 girls, 8 coaches. Who will come out on top on Wildcat Weekly?
One's high, one's
low.
Yeah.
Stiletto is it's kind of a shorter heel, whereas a pump is something with a little bit more length to it to give that girl the extra height.
Like they're thinner and pointier, and then a pump is like a big, almost like
Pump is like real thick.
It's like a brick at the bottom.
Yeah, you got like a giant brick pushing your shoe up.
Oh no. The Bears. No. Bears. I don't know.
The Colts.
I watched
The Saints.
Actually, no, I just watched Beyonce.
The Saints.
Adam.
Zach and Cody.
Zach and Cody.
No, wait, that's
Jake and
Cody.
Cody and Jake, yeah.
Chuck and Blair, but that's from...
That's Gossip Girl, dude.
Patrick Sharp.
Kane.
Patrick Kane. And Marion Hossa.
Who's the famous goalie? Clifford. Cliff?
Oh, Jonathan.
Kane Shaw Crawford.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she wasn't.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
maybe it's Maybelline.
Can't lose. I know that one. Friday Night Lights.
Nailed it.
It's my favorite show. Clear eyes, full heart, full stomach.
Till death do us part.
Eyelashes, like eyelash curler.
Eyelash curler.
Yeah.
That is an eyelash.
Yeah, your eyelash.
So your eyelashes. Some curl with your eyelashes. Look so
Nice and pretty.
They're nice and flared out.
Eyebrow thickener. Eyebrow thickener? We know what it does. We know what it does.
Home runs, so baseball.
Stuff. Anyway.
Jackie Robinson. Babe Ruth.
Derek Jeter.
Congratulations to the boys for clinching the win 4-3 in our first ever Battle of the Sexes. For Wildcat Weekly, I'm Megan Blue, along with Olivia.
Thank you for watching this special Tuesday edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great day, Wildcats.